gentlemen, welcome back to the Muscle Memory Podcast. I am your host, Sean, and it is the first episode of the new year of 2025. So I want to wish you guys a happy new year from us here at the Muscle Memory Podcast. I'm not going to waste your time. It is kind of cold out here in El Paso this week, so let's just get right into it. This week, I think we're just going to talk about games. Actually, not just games. We'll start off with some New Year gym culture, gym etiquette, as the people like to say it. Starting with, if you're new to the gym, it's cool to ask for help and all that, but don't just like go around like invading people's space, you know? Just like invading people during their sets, like invading their bubble, just so you can like try to understand what's going on. If you really need to know what's going on, there are videos, or you can just like sit back and watch people do their workouts. It may seem weak, it may seem weird to say that, but like just studying how it happens in person does help a lot for people. And most gyms have a trainer. So if you're really new to the gym and you don't know where to start, the trainer is probably the best way to go instead of just invading your space. And people that like have been going to the gym for years or months, or like they're not new to the gym anymore, don't be so mean to the new people, you know? Don't try to like make them feel less than or anything like that since they're new to the gym, and like since you've been there longer than them, you're better than them. Don't do that to people. It's just weird. Like the gym's a place for like everybody to feel comfortable in their own space doing what they want to do with their body and all that good stuff. So, you know, if you're gonna say anything to somebody, just try to encourage them, especially if they're new. That way they'll continue coming back and have some kind of motivation because they know there's somebody in there that like wants to see them grow. The last week for me, I don't really like talking about what I do, like working wise. I don't like talking about my work life personally or anything like that. So we'll just stick to the gym life. In terms of gym, it's been going well. I've tried to switch my routine to a morning routine. Wake up at 7, I'm in the gym by 7:30. I usually lift for an hour. If I get to the gym late, I make myself either lift for an extra 30 or I make myself do cardio longer. Which sucks either way for my body. But in terms of discipline, it helps a lot. I've been trying to eat well. It's not the easiest thing to do, but again, it comes with discipline. And I am trying to work on that, so work in progress, but overall, gym week was definitely productive so far. Tomorrow we got just straight arms. So shoulders, tris, bis, forearms. Hit a little bit of everything. Hopefully I can get it out in an hour. If not, hour and a half. That's the ideal time. I want to be out of there by the latest 9 o'clock. So I can be back home, edit this, get back, do whatever else I got to do in the day. And, you know, still enjoy myself. But yeah, for this week's episode, I think that's all the gym talk we're gonna do, since this is also a gaming podcast. I'm gonna talk about a lot of the games I've been playing recently, like games that I want to play, I just haven't got my hands on yet. I've been playing a lot of Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I've actually played just about the entire game. I'm at the point where you have to, spoilers for anybody who hasn't played the game and actually wants to play it. It's gotten horrible reviews. It's not really that bad of a game. But I'm at the point of the game where you've already killed the entire Justice League and now you're trying to kill Brainiac. I don't want to get too much into the story just because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but that's the point of the game where I'm at. So yeah. From my experience with that game, it's not really as bad as people say. I think the only like real gripe I have is that the missions are kind of repetitive. And I think most people that said that, they said that when the game first came out and they didn't really have any other characters you could play as. I saw that Deathstroke was there as a selectable character. I've been playing as him ever since I saw him. I was playing as Deadshot at first because I didn't really like the mechanics of the other people. I feel like Captain Boomerang's movement is cool, and I feel like Harley's is a bit tedious to learn with the bat drone, because if you don't know how to do it, you're just gonna fall off the map. I feel like King Shark is like your basic character in a sense, but I do like Deathstroke's playstyle. You'd have to pay to get him though. I did pay to get Deathstroke, but I have him at the max hero level, which is level 30, so I have it to where I can now upgrade squad abilities, which I think is cool, that you don't need to upgrade your entire squad, but you can have one person that's like maxed out, and then the whole squad gets that benefit. Because I don't play online, I just play with bots. Yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about that game outside of the missions being repetitive, but even then, they're still different because they add different enemies every time. They at least try to. Like, they have enemies infused with like freeze. There's like Green Lantern infused enemies, Flash infused enemies. So they try to switch it up every now and then. They have like big boss type enemies as well, that are just like Titans or anything like that, like the heavies. I'd say it's fun mechanics, just because I like that type of gameplay. Not the repetitive part of it, but just like the open world, I get to do whatever I want, I can blow up whatever I want type thing. So to me, it's fun. I've also been playing a lot of WWE. Not the new one though. I haven't been playing a lot of 2K24. I did have it on my PlayStation, but I've been playing on Xbox recently. So I've been going back and playing 23 and 22. I'd say 23 is definitely better than 22, but 24 is definitely better than 23. My personal favorite with the WWE 2Ks was 19. 19 was probably the best one they made, but in terms of like what you could do in the game, in terms of like customization, create a finisher, create a story, online, all that good stuff, Road to WrestleMania, 2K14 had like the first 2K game that 2K made was 2K14. That was probably their best one. That was like their hardest hitting one, in my opinion. But in terms of like all wrestling games that I've played, my go-to will always be SVR 09, SmackDown vs. Raw 09. Just because that was one that like that was my first SmackDown vs. Raw game that I played. I have played 07. I liked it. I haven't played anything before 07. I think I played an older game, like WrestleMania 21 or something like that, like on the original Xbox. I don't remember if that's the name of the game. Someone check me on that. But I do remember playing like an older wrestling game on the original Xbox. But in terms of SmackDown vs. Raw's, 09 was my first one. And that's always been one of my favorite ones. I liked 09, like from 09 to 14, I thoroughly enjoyed all those games. I didn't play 15. When I did play it, I didn't like it because the graphics were god-awful. Like, the graphics were terrible, and it made everyone look like just trash. And it like, the story modes were cool, because they had, I don't remember what they used to be called, but it's like, they have feuds, basically, like Cena versus Punk, or Christian versus Randy Orton. And they would basically make the whole feud, and they would do all the matches, or like different matches that happened during that time, and they led up to the big match. So it was like how WWE 13 had the eras. So it started off with D-Generation X and the Attitude Era, and then it ended, I think, at SmackDown. I want to say it ended at SmackDown. The only thing that upset me was the fact that the Hardys were supposed to be in WWE 13 and they weren't because they were in TNA at the time. Same thing with the Dudleys. The Dudleys were supposed to be there, the Hardys were supposed to be there, but neither of them were there because they were both in TNA at the time. And that made me so upset. Because I really wanted to play as the old school Hardys. But 2K15, they had good story mode, but the graphics just weren't there. So I didn't really play it like the 16 was a good game, 17 was good, 18 was meh. I did play it a lot, but it was meh, looking back on it. 19, they did just about everything right. The only thing that I wish that they would bring back is like create a move, like create a finisher. They brought back create a belt, create an arena, all that good stuff. They brought back GM mode for people that love GM mode, but create a finisher is something that I've always wanted to come back, just because of how like crazy you can make those things and how many different aspects of the move you can do. Like you can put a low blow in your move and then finish like a moonsault out of like nowhere. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of WWE. I've been trying, like, I, as a kid, didn't like Universe at all. I thought the point of it was kind of stupid. I didn't understand the point of Universe as a kid. So I would, like, always do, like, play matches. So I'd always do just, like, regular, like, normal matches, extreme rules matches. But I would always just use, like, the characters in the game already. Universe, you can basically, like, make it however you want. You can download shows, make your own shows, all that good stuff, and you can put your own people on whatever show you want, get whatever belt you want, and then make whatever rivalry you want, whatever teams you want. Basically, anything you can think of in terms of like managing a show, you can do in Universe. The only downside is that the cutscenes are repetitive, and then the only thing I never liked was that the WrestleMania is never updated. Like, it was always stuck to that year's WrestleMania, which makes sense, because it was the year before. Like, it was always the Mania of the year before. So this year, when 2K25 comes out, it'll be Mania 40 that'll be in the game. And then they may or may not add 41 as DLC. Like, I think they added Mania 40 as DLC for 2K24 this year. I don't know though. Or it was just already in the game as is. But the one that they had like already pre-installed into the game was WrestleMania 39. So it's always the year before that actual WrestleMania happens. Maybe they add WrestleMania 41 this year. Don't know. But I just never liked that the Mania's never updated. So that was something you always had to do manually. You had to have like multiple WrestleManias, and then you would just have to change it and all that good stuff. But I'm a WWE fan, so that's probably one of my most played games. I play a lot of Minecraft as well. It's just, I get bored easily playing Minecraft. I think I need friends to play that game with. And then I rage a lot, so if I die and I lose all my stuff, and I have really good stuff like diamond armor or anything like that, I'll just quit and I won't play that game again for like 2 months. And then I play Fortnite every now and then. I play it just to like play it, and depending on how I feel that day, I'm either really good or really bad. And depending on how I feel that day, I'm either having a lot of fun in the game or I'm leaving after the first match. There's no in between. And then Marvel Rivals. I play a lot of Marvel Rivals. I don't have that many hours in the game right now just because of work, but I do play it a lot. And I enjoy it. I am a Moon Knight man. I main Moon Knight religiously. If you're mad at me for maining Moon Knight, I'm sorry, break the honks. I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's the main counter to Moon Knight. Break the honks. Or kill the cloak and dagger so I don't go invisible. Like, it's not my fault you don't know how to counter him. I'm sorry. But I haven't played since the new update came out. I heard they added the Fantastic Four in. So they have the Thing, Johnny Blaze, Johnny Storm, I think his name is Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Johnny Blaze is Ghost Rider, so Johnny Storm, yeah. And then Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. I thought Invisible Woman was going to be like really broken with her moveset, but from what I've seen, she's actually kind of chill. And she's a healer, so I guess that fits her. I don't know how Thing plays. I don't play any other character outside of Moon Knight. I've tried to play Spider-Man and Venom. It's not that they're too hard to play, it's just they're not my type of player. I don't like being all up in the fight. I feel like you die too fast if you don't know what you're doing. I play a little bit more methodical when I play Rivals. I just have to have a decent team. Jeff is one of the devil's greatest freaking workers, man. He looks so nice. And then he'll throw your whole team off the map and laugh about it. Like, Jeff Mains make me sad. Like, they make me upset when I play that game, honestly. If you get a good Jeff, your team might get murdered. But I want to say that's all that I've been playing recently. I'm trying to think because I haven't been on the game in a couple days, but I do game a lot. I want to get back into playing football. I want to get back and play Madden, and possibly 2K if they fix the freaking jump shot meter. If the jump shot meter is actually decent this year, I might play it. I have 2K24 for 2K for NBA. It's just like I played it and then I got bored. Then I played again and then I get bored. So I don't know. Maybe I need to like start playing online for 2K to actually enjoy myself. UFC. I play a lot of UFC. I play UFC 5 religiously. I really like that game. I don't like that they changed the buttons, like the layout for the controller from UFC 4. I think UFC 4 was probably like the most user-friendly way to do that moveset for fighting. And then UFC 2 and 3 had the best like animation-wise. Like UFC 2 had amazing ragdoll physics. The same thing with UFC 3. But it's not the same thing as like now. Like UFC 5 you can ragdoll people and it looks funny. But UFC 2 and 3 were like something different. I'm not a Call of Duty guy. I tried to play Black Ops 6. I don't really like it. Probably just because I'm not a Call of Duty guy. So if I was a Call of Duty guy and I actually like sat down and tried to get into it, I'd probably like it a lot more. I just don't like it. Maybe if I play zombies, I will, but playing online wasn't my thing. I'm thinking about getting a PS5 just so I can play Wukong, Black Myth Wukong. Because for some weird reason, Wukong is not on Xbox yet. And it's making me upset because I genuinely want to play Wukong, but I can't because I don't have a PS5. Let me see. What else is there? Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. I've already beat the game. I beat the main game. I have the DLC. I just have yet to play it. Well, I've started playing it on a different console, but on the one I have right now, I don't have it, so I have to get it again. But once I do that with the character on my Xbox, then I should be okay. I should enjoy the experience. Sparking Zero is another game I want to play. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. There's a lot of games that I'm like late to, but a lot of the games that have like recently come out in the last year, I want to play. So Wukong, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I have Mortal Kombat 1. I just have to start playing it again. I was playing the story mode. I enjoyed it. I want to get in Tekken 8. I want to start playing Tekken, like actually learn how to play Tekken properly. Let's see. I was gonna get the JJK game that came out, the Jujutsu Kaisen game that came out, and then I played it and I was like, yo, this thing is mid, and then it fell off the face of the earth, and I haven't seen anybody talk about it. There's a Bleach game that's coming out. I want to play that when it comes out. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that I want to do, that I want to play. I just have to bide my time and be patient about it, you know. But once I do get on those games, or I'm just playing any random game that I feel like would be cool to show everybody else like me playing it, then I'll be on stream. I stream basically whenever I can. On Twitch at the Sean Wilson, all lowercase, no space, and I think there's an underscore. So the Sean Wilson underscore on Twitch, and I just stream there whenever I want, whenever I can, really. If I could stream whenever I want, I would. But what else we have? Resident Evil 2 and 3, that's what I was missing. I was playing the Resident Evil games recently. I've been playing them a lot. I'm playing Resident Evil 2 right now. I'm doing the Leon playthrough first, and then I'll play as Claire. But I'm enjoying it. I didn't realize how quiet the game was. I thought the game had music behind it. But I guess that adds to the horror aspect of it. And I'll give it to them. It works. They definitely have some jump scares in there. I just got teased from seeing Mr. X. The people that actually play Resident Evil 2 know what I'm talking about. But I haven't actually seen him in game yet. I just saw him break the guy in the jail cell. So, not really looking forward to that, but I feel like when I do, it'll be a fun experience. Maybe I'll stream RE2, maybe I'll hold off on playing it on my own and start streaming it. We'll see though. But I think in terms of gaming, that's all I have for this week. And then for fitness, I don't really have much this week, just because I've been kind of busy. Next week, I'll definitely have an episode for you guys talking a lot about fitness stuff. Definitely talking about fitness. Probably talking about how my split's going, what the routine was, all that good stuff. But until then, that was episode 2 of the Muscle Memory Podcast. I am your host, Sean. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I really appreciate you guys for coming out and watching it. Hopefully you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share it to a friend if you like. And don't forget to come join me on Twitch, @DSeanWilson_. It's the same thing on Instagram and TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok as much, but Instagram I'm definitely there, @DSeanWilson_. It'll be the same thing on both platforms. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.